So, this story started with Ji-han, a loser who did not have money for any work, even for his mother and number 39's treatment. In such a difficult time, someone suggested him to play the death game. In this death game, 500 other people also came to play with him. In this game, there was a robot. If a person made even a small mistake, that robot would kill him after detecting. To win this game, Gian saved his life by cheating an old cancer patient and finally won this game. He was one of the 500 players who came out victorious. The rest were killed in that game. After winning the game, he got a lot of money, but he did not even touch that money because he felt that 500 people who came in the game died because of him. He was sad about this. Ji-han came to know a shocking truth that aristocrats used to take the lives of such people just for their entertainment. They used to play such games and enjoy them. He determined that he will stop this game. Later, we met Junho, a police officer whose brother had run away. While searching for his brother, Junho found a Squid Game card in his brother's room. He came to know about the atrocities in this game, how the losers are mercilessly killed, and the one who survives after the first shot, his organs are removed and sold. Junho was also caught, that too by frontman who is running this Squid Game, and the viewers were shocked. Along with Junho, that frontman was none other than Junho's brother, to find whom he went to this island. In season 2, who was the winner of this Squid Game, he was shown again. He understood that these people are going to play this dangerous game again in which people will be killed, and he does not want to let this happen now. That is why he decides to use all his money and power to stop those people, and he lures the players to fight with the runner of the game. According to the plan, these people pretend to fight with one another, and when the guards come to stop them, they snatch their guns and kill them while attacking, after which, they also had many weapons to fight the battle. Taking them, they went up to fight the organizers of this game, and a complete warlike atmosphere was created here. Fierce firing and fighting started between the players and the guards of the game. In this fight, Ji-han and his friend finally reached the control room because they had to go there and kill the game authorities. Those people who were running this game, but they could not find a way to go inside the control room. Now the bullets of their guns also ended. Frontman, also an infiltrator of the same game. He kept fooling these people and making them lose the battle that at last, he himself came in front of Ji-han disguised as frontman, and he killed his friend in front of Ji-han and number 39's eyes. Ji-han was now really feeling his defeat, and season 2 ended with this loss. Season 3 starts with this fight, and it is revealed that the players have now surrendered to the guards of this game. After this battle, only 60 players are left alive, and in this battle, many guards have also been killed. After this battle, Ji-han is handcuffed and seated, and he is not allowed to participate in any activity other than the game. Here, all the people mourn their defeat in front of him and tell them that they have lost the battle because of Lee. Lee had come down to get the guns, and he could not go up due to fear. In this way, these people ran out of weapons and lost the battle here. The sorcerer also comes and teases Ji-han a lot, and says that I told you that nothing will happen with this. In anger, Gian grabs her throat and starts choking. All the people together save the sorcerer, but Gian and number 39's anger was very high. He spent the whole night staring at Lee, and now even Lee had started getting scared of his eyes. Well, when the voting resumed, it was found that most of the players still wanted to continue this game. Ji-han became even sadder. Well, now they had to play the game. As they moved towards the game room to play the game in the morning, while going through the corridor, they witnessed those people in number 39's bodies hanging lifelessly, who were killed in yesterday and number 39's war, and this sight was enough to create horror in everyone. Well, after going inside the game room, the rules of the game were explained. There was a very big ball kept here inside, which there were balls of 2 colors, one red and one blue. Every person had to pick one ball. Whichever kind of ball came to him, he would become a part of that team. The team with red balls was called red team, and the team with blue balls was blue team. On the other side, we were shown the same guard who used to kill players deliberately in the last season so that the game organizers may not smuggle their organs. She did not kill a player today. Guards picked him up thinking this man to be dead. When he was taken to the organ room to remove his organs, Nojul came there. Nojul shot the guards and ordered the doctor to treat him, and she also threatened that if you do not do this, then I will kill you too. Now 2 teams were already formed for the game. It was found out that this is a game like hide and seek. The game guards instruct that blue team will have to hide at this time, and the players of red team will have to catch and kill the players of blue team. It is compulsory for each player of the red team to kill a player of the blue team. Otherwise, any red team player who fails to kill a blue team player by the end of the game will be executed. All the players of red team had been given knives to kill, while blue team was given keys here. These keys were of those doors which were built inside, and they could save their lives through them while hiding. That is why the name of this game was Keys and Knives. We were shown that Ji-han had a knife at this time because he was in the red team, whereas Lee, on whom he was most angry, was in the blue team and he could kill him as well. That is why Lee was very scared. Now finally we were shown a scene of Junho as well. Junho, who is currently searching for the island of Squid Game. The biggest reason for his failure is also one of his partners who is misguiding him, because this partner is a man sent by his brother In-ho, who is also frontman. In-ho had assigned that man with Junho under a special plan to protect his brother and to keep this island hidden. Well, we were shown the scene of the game again. In the game, all the players of the blue team were making noise because their chances of dying and losing were high. That is why the team guards tell them that if you want, you can exchange yourself with any of the red team members. Mostly players tried to do this, but they failed. Now the game guards asked all members of the blue team to first go inside the game arena so that they get a chance to hide. This arena was like a labyrinth in which there were many rooms, and their doors were locked. These people were given the key to a door, and they had to find the right door and hide in that room. We were shown here that Danny, who was pregnant, was still being held by Kate and Jang. Now it was shown outside that all the red team members were ready to go inside, and Ji-hun was obsessed with killing Lee only. Lee also knew this, so he was trying to hide as quickly as possible to save his life. There were some players of red team who did not have the courage to kill anyone at all, so they consumed drugs and then started searching for their prey. The members of blue team. Ji-hun were searching for Lee at this time, while on the other hand it was shown that the members of the blue team were trying to open the doors somehow. In such a situation, they noticed that there are a special kind of shape on doors in number 39, locks, and their keys have also matched shapes on them. It means that they could open only triangle-marked doors using triangle keys. Here we saw Kate, Jang, and Danny, who had all three types of keys, and they were happy to see this because now they could open any door and save their lives. They could even open the special door which could be opened with all three keys, and they could directly save their lives from there, and in this way Danny did not have to work hard. Both of them now trust Kate and give their keys to her so that she can quickly find the special door and come back. Now these three are running away from here when suddenly Danny is slipped and she gets hurt on her abdomen. Meanwhile, a member of the red team comes here who threatens to kill one of these three. Here Kate kills him while fighting, and then she moves forward supporting Danny. There were also such two boys who had completed their target, but then they decided that they will kill more people so that there will be even less people in the game and they can get a bigger share of the money. It was shown here that Ji-hun finally saw Lee and he ran after him to kill him quickly, but it revealed that it was some other boy who looked like Lee. Lee was escaping from him again and again. Lee was now running away while saving himself from Ji-hun again. Another red team member caught him and he stabbed his knife on his leg, but before he could kill him, Lee starts leaving from here after kicking that man. Here we see Danny. Her delivery time had also arrived, and they now began helping her give birth in this room. It was shown that Danny gave birth to a baby girl, due to which both of them became very happy, and here Jang also cut Danny and number 39's umbilical cord with the help of a knife hidden in her hair. Now on the other hand, Frontman gets a call from his spyman that Junho, his brother, is still searching for the island of Squid Game. He is not backing down from his intention, so Frontman tells him that no matter what happens, you should not let them reach this island, and if they somehow succeed in reaching here, then kill everyone. On the other hand, it is shown that the man had also regained consciousness whom Noel had tried to save. Noel wanted to hide her identity from him, that is why she covered her face with a mask. But as Noel killed the doctor here as he regained consciousness, so that this man could disguise himself as the doctor. This man was actually the father of that little girl who was Noel and number 39's friend, and that little girl had blood cancer, and this man had come here to win the money for his treatment. Anyway, the scenes shift to the game again where we are shown that Ji-hun was very angry. This time, the sorcerer comes in front of Ji-hun whom he is about to kill in anger. Then the sorcerer says to him, "You wanted to kill Lee, right? I have just seen him going upstairs. His leg is very badly injured. He must not have gone very far." Hearing this, Ji-hun went to him and here a deadly fight took place between them in which Ji-hun finally killed Lee. Despite trapping Lee, the sorcerer does not escape because here another man comes and kills her. While saving Danny and Jang, Kate also sacrifices herself and both of them are stunned by her death. Meanwhile, Jang and number 39's son also comes and asks his mother to kill Danny so that his life can be saved, but his mother does not support him. She saves Danny. Now that boy is about to kill Danny by force, but before that the game time was over, and the game guards came and shot that boy in front of his mother and number 39's eyes. The dead bodies were taken away from here and everyone came to their lounge, where Ji-hun was tied up as they arrived, and everyone was shown the amount they had won. It was huge. Everyone was getting a good amount. Jang starts pleading everyone to vote to stop the game. Now Dan and number 39 be greedy. Everyone and number 39's life will be saved. If not for yourself, then at least have mercy on Danny and that baby girl who has become a part of this game as she has born. But no one listens to her. A lot of people vote to continue the game, and Jang is completely shattered by this decision. She loves Danny and number 39's daughter at night and then comes to Ji-hun and takes a promise from him that you will play this game till the end so that you can help Danny and her daughter. Taking this promise, She leaves from here and she ends her own life at night, and her act gives a very bad shock to all the players. Well, the time for the next game comes. The game was simple. They had to skip the rope. While doing so, they had to go ahead and cross the bridge. Even a slight mistake could take their lives. Everyone starts crossing it one by one. Many VIPs had also come to watch this game. They were observing these players in number 39 behavior and placing bet on them. On the other hand, Junho and number 39's search for this island finally ends because this time he had recognized the hill of the island near which he was. This was the same hill from where his brother Inho had shot him in the last season. Well, the scenes shift to the game again, and it is shown that a boy was tripping badly. He even held the bridge to save himself, but it was of no use, and finally he could not keep balance, and he dies after falling down. All the players behind him became more cautious out of fear, and they started crossing the bridge by jumping with great caution. The VIPs sitting inside watching the game decided that the baby girl who is Danny in number 39, his daughter, will also be counted as a player, and she will also have to play. Now how could she play? Here Danny again asks for help from Ji-hun, and he agrees to help her. He takes off his jacket and turns it into a baby carrier and ties the baby girl to his chest, and then he starts the game. When everyone was crossing that bridge, it was getting very difficult for everyone to jump together. If anyone was about to fall, he would grab onto someone else to save himself, and in this way the other player would also fall and die with him. Even someone would make the other player fall to maintain his balance, and this is how the game was going on. Gi-hun also pushes the player in front of him to his death in order to save his life, because that person was very timid and had blocked his way for a long time. And finally, now Ji-hun also crossed the bridge, and Danny was the last one left who could not cross this bridge. And she also dies at the end of this game. Witnessing her death at a distance, Ji-hun is deeply affected. Here the VIPs decide that now Baby will play with Ji-hun. On the other hand, Nojul, who is preparing to escape from the island, is noticed by the masked officers, and to stop her they send guards to attack. Well, now after the game all the remaining players come back to the lounge. Here when the players come to know that even after Danny and number 39's death, her share of the money will go to her daughter and they will not be given to these players, then everyone gets very angry. They even plan to kill this poor innocent girl, but the guards save the girl and number 39's life. But this baby girl and number 39's survival was a threat for these players. So, they decided that along with Ji-hun they will kill this baby girl too before the next game. Now, it is obvious that the organizers of the game, Frontman, who was keeping an eye on them, he gets to know about all this, and before the final round, Frontman calls Ji-hun to meet him in his office, and Ji-hun is shocked to see that Frontman is none other than Inho, whom he was considering his friend from the beginning of the game, and he was showing sympathy to him. The news of his death was also confirmed by the game organizers, and he was also sad about his death. But now Ji-hun and number 39's trust in everyone ends, seeing him as Frontman. Frontman tells Ji-hun that I called you here to offer you a deal. He tells him that all the players are planning to kill you and that poor baby girl. That and number 39's why I offer you a deal. Kill everyone before the final round of the game, and I will give you all this prize money and this baby girl. The scene shifts to Jun, who was desperately searching for this island, but he was not understanding why his search was not over yet. He came to know that one of his own companions was deceiving and misleading him. He was actually Inho and number 39's man, and he was caught while passing information to him. Junho started fighting with him in a burst of fury and desperation. This man also had the intention of killing everyone because Inho had instructed him that if these policemen reach the island, then you should kill all of them, but now he himself gets killed in the fight with Ju. Meanwhile, Nojul, who was being attacked by the guards, they make a deal with her that if you love your life, then you should come back to the island. She agrees, but before leaving, she somehow manages to get that girl and number 39's father out of there, and then she returns to the island and points a gun at the officers as she comes into a secret room. While killing some officers and fighting with some, she forces the officers to erase all the evidence of that man coming here and escaping from here, and she also succeeds in her mission. Here, it is shown at night that Ji-hun was still unable to decide what he should do. Should he really kill all the players? In this dilemma, he goes to everyone and number 39's beds with a knife in his hand, but his conscience reminds him that he is not a killer before killing anyone, and thus he cancels his decision to kill everyone. Inho, who was paying a close attention to Ji-hun at this time, he remembered his past when he also got the same offer in the 2015 game, and he also accepted this offer and killed everyone. But after seeing Ji-hun, he realized that not everyone is greedy as he is. Now the next day comes and another game starts. This game was much stranger than the first game. There were 3 shape-based towers built here. Climbing these towers, they had to deceive their own companions and to save their lives. All the players had to push all the others off the tower. Here Jack also tells everyone the truth that he is the biological father of this baby girl, whom he was now concerned about her safety. To save her, he first grabs a rod and pushes an old man off the tower with it, and he starts killing other men in the same way. Other players were also fighting with one another to save their lives, and whoever succeeds in throw one of them down, he wins a round in such a way. Jack was killing and pushing down most of the players so that his prize money may increase. In the middle of all these rounds, a man takes his own life to save this baby girl. Here Jack once again forcefully starts, attacking a man with a knife, and after killing him he throws him down. All the players are killed one by one, and Jack and Gi-han are saved. Jack says to Gi-han, "Look, you give me this baby girl, I will push this baby girl down and will not harm you." But Gi-han loved this baby girl very much. He could not put her in any danger. A fight breaks out between them because of this baby girl. Jack also had a knife in his hand with which he could have killed him, but Gi-han kept trying to save himself and that baby girl. During all this chaos, Jack finally succeeded in pulling his daughter. He was about to throw his daughter down. All the VIPs were observing him, while Gi-han was pleading him, "Do this. Don and number 39, throw this baby girl." End quote. Finally, Gi-han pushes that man to catch this baby girl and quickly grabs his jacket which held that baby girl. Here, he could have saved Jack and number 39's life while falling if he wanted, but he did not. Finally, Jack fell down and died, and in the final round, we were shown Gi-han with that baby girl. Well, we see outside this island that Junho had also reached this island. He also sees that man outside this island who was taken out by No and rescues him, and then he goes out with all his men in search for the people of Squid Game on that island. It was shown in the final round of the game that Gi-han had that baby girl in his hand and he was in deep thought. The VIPs also notice the human behavior and put this bet on Gi-han that he will kill this baby girl, and he will save his life along with the prize money. Now Gi-han also presses the button of the final round thinking something, and all the VIPs get shocked and wait to see what Gi-han will do. Everyone was expecting him to throw the baby girl, but Gi-han keeps her aside, and he ends his own life, without giving any expression. To take his own life, he himself jumped from this tower, and all the VIPs and frontman were shocked by this action. He had proved that he is a human being and not a beast, and humanity was still alive in him. The VIPs had not even thought that the game would turn in this way. Frontman also got very disturbed by Gi-han and number 39's death. Gi-han was the winner of 2 games after all. He had a lot of money. He could have lived a luxurious life, but he still chose the humanity inside him and took his own life to save a baby girl. Now Frontman questions himself that where did his humanity disappear? He had won only 1 game. Now he came out from where he was and came to the game in number 39's place, and he picked up the little girl in his lap. Seeing this, he was still thinking about Gi-han, and Junho enters here during this time, who had finally found his brother, and he points a gun at his brother from behind. He did not know that his brother was holding a girl in his hands. He wanted to kill him because he was a criminal, but he could not do so because after all Inho, frontman, was his brother. While crying, he could only shout loudly that, "Why did you do all this?" Inho, who had now come to know that the police has come here. He immediately orders to explode this place to remove all the evidence. Many bombs are placed here, and a timer of 30 minutes is set on them, and all the VIPs quickly start preparing to leave from here. Along with the VIPs, Frontman and Noel also manage to leave from here. Well, now this facility gets destroyed. The game ends. 6 months later, the new chapter of the story unfolds. When Junho returns to his home, he receives a parcel at his home. In this parcel, there was the same baby girl, and also her winning prize money which Inho had sent for him because he felt that his brother deserves a good life. And at the same time, this little girl also deserves a good life which only can give her. In the post-credit scene of the movie, we see Frontman who goes and meets Gi-han and number 39's daughter. He delivers the news of Gi-han and number 39's death to his daughter, and he also gives her Gi-han and number 39's card which contained all his winning amount. After this, when he was about to leave from here, when he saw a girl in a street who was recruiting players of Squid Game by playing Dokchi Game here. Seeing this, Inho understood that though that facility was destroyed, but Squid Game is not over. Now it will run all over the world and will be played this time in the US, which clearly means that the next part of Squid Game will also be released, and with it this season ends here.